Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup tutorial. This is what I do every single day when I don't feel like putting on eyeshadow or putting on any sort of concealer. This is what I do. These are the exact products that I use, exact products. I'm going to show you guys how I do that. Now just keep on watching. Now of course I'm going to go and prime my face. I am using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer. You can get this at CVS, Walmart, Walgreens, Rite Aid, and I'm sure some grocery stores that do carry Wet n Wild. I'm sure you can find this as well. And I've been like putting them in between my fingers and just rubbing that on. Now I'm going to let that seep into my skin, and I'm just going to go ahead and do my brows. I've been using the e.l.f. Neutral Brown Brow Pencil. This is the one with a really fine tip. I've just been flicking the pencil exactly in the same direction as my brow hairs are, and I definitely feel like that definitely makes a difference in how my brows turn out, because before I was just drawing straight across the whole time, but I think if you start to flick it, I definitely think it mimics brow hairs. I also have been using the Kokie one as well. Then I also go in with the Ulta Beauty Brow Tint in medium brown. I didn't think I would like this, but I actually really love how it looks on top of both of these together. So I'm just going to go and flick it through my brow hairs. And it does tint my brows, and it's not a warm color. It's very neutral, surprisingly. Because my hair is weird. Because it can look neutral, and then it can look ashy, and then it can look warm. So I just really make my brows look as cool toned as possible. Now you guys don't have to do this. This is just something that I personally like to do. So I'm going to go ahead and contour using my favorite Maybelline. Using my favorite color. Actually, this is the only color I use to contour. It's the Maybelline Toughest Taupe color. I think it's very good for if you have my kind of skin tone that is cool toned. So I just like to start in the hollows of my cheeks and flick up. Now this product is drying out. That's the one downside to it. But if you go and rub your finger on it just to warm up the product, it'll be fine. I usually like to go and do all my creams products first. That way I know that they're done and they're not going to grab any powder or anything like that. After I do that, I'm going to go into my butter bronzer, which I've been loving bronzing lately for some reason. But I'm just going to go ahead and grab some with this Ulta brush that's for blush. I'm just going to go and pick some off, tap off the excess. I just like to put my bronzer on this area of my cheeks and onto my forehead. I don't take it down onto my jawline. I don't like that. So I'm just going to go and pat the bronzer where I want it. And then I'm just going to go and pat it onto the temples, tap it onto my forehead. It's very subtle. You can't really see it, and I kind of like it. It just gives a little bit of warmth, but not too much to where I look orange. So I definitely think if you're fair like me or more fair, I definitely would recommend this. Now I just have the regular butter bronzer. I don't have the light one because that one looked a little too orange for my liking, and I think this one is more my speed. Next I go in with my Tarte blush in the shade Party, and I go and take a dense brush and I just go and dip it in, and I really kind of pack it on to the brush, and I really tap it off, like really tap it off, and just kind of melt it in with the bronzer. So we got that going on. Now if it is too harsh, I will go in with a fluffy brush and kind of really melt everything together. That way it doesn't look too much. Now I take whatever is left and I kind of put a little bit on my nose. Not that much, just a little bit, just a hint of color, because I'm not someone to go and put bronzer on my nose, but just a little bit. My face is normally red, so yeah, you can't really see it, but I do it anyways. After that, I do go in with mascara. Now, a lot of people go in with a highlighter or something like that, usually a powder or whatever. I've been really enjoying the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter, and I have the shade Pearl. It's just a very standard whitish kind of highlighter. And I usually just take a finger and kind of tap it onto the high points of my cheeks. Sometimes I do rub it in, it just gives a little bit of life to my face. And sometimes I don't think it's enough. I will add some more. So you just get a little bit of glow. I take a little bit on my finger and I put it on my nose. Now I really go pretty heavy on the tip of my nose. Then I take another finger, like my ring finger, and I just kind of really blend it in there. It looks like I have something, but I don't. Then I take whatever is left on the same finger and I kind of skip a little bit, and I kind of take it just up the bridge of my nose, and I really kind of pack it on to the little divot right over here, just to make that look like it is shining. Now I kind of put the highlighter like it's an exclamation point. I don't know if you can really tell. Another thing that I do is I take some more on my finger and I go and put it on the inner portion of my eye, just to kind of brighten things up. And you guys can see the difference between with and without. Now, depending on whether I want to do some sort of lipstick or not, if I don't want to wear lipstick, I will actually put some on my Cupid's bow, just really lightly, so it doesn't look like I have a milk mustache. Now I kind of went a little bit overboard, but that's okay, you know, it happens. So I'm just going to be finishing off my face with the Ulta Beauty Matte Setting Spray. I got this in like a little bag when I made a purchase, so I'm just going to go and set my face. This stuff smells like hairspray. I really do like it, but I would definitely keep the bottle just to go and fill it up with setting spray if it doesn't have a good mister. Alright, you guys, that's it. I hope you guys do enjoy it. If you like these kinds of videos, please be sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification button so you guys are notified when I upload, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.